Did you ever wonder why Darth Vader could never truly become a Sith? Even as he sank deeper into the dark side, the light inside him kept growing stronger. Because darkness alone has no power, it needs light to even exist. Vader's rage and pain were proof he can still feel. And feeling is what keeps a Jedi alive. He didn't destroy Anakin, he only tried to silence him. But the spark of light never died. And when love finally called him back, it revealed the truth. He was always more than the darkness he carried. That's why Vader will never fully become a Sith.
You think you're free. But the Matrix doesn't trap you with fear. It traps you with the identity you love. The rebel, the genius, the good person. That's how it wins. Because the moment you defend who you think you are, you stop evolving. You become predictable. And the Matrix loves that. But if you can let go of who you think you are, you'll find out who you've always been.
They told you time moves forward. But that's just what the Matrix programmed you to believe. What if time isn't linear at all? What if every version of you is happening right now, but the Matrix loops you over and over into one story? That's why you feel stuck until you stop chasing time and realize stillness is where everything changes.
What if this isn't real? Just two sides of a lie. They told you life was black or white, good or evil, right or wrong, but duality is the oldest trick in the system. Two sides, same prison. You weren't meant to choose, you were meant to transcend. Beyond duality is where freedom begins. And once you see it, you'll never play their game again. Have you ever felt like someone is always watching you, even inside your own mind? They made you believe you are just your thoughts, trapped in endless noise. But the truth is, you are not the thoughts. You are the silent observer behind them. And the moment you remember this truth, you shatter their control. You take back your power, and from that moment on, no one can ever control you again.
Why does your father not love you? Why has he never loved you? What comes up? Yeah. This is important shadow questions. You can all ask yourself this, by the way. Why do none of your parents love you, and why is it entirely your fault? Is that true? Of course not. I mean, it might be, but in most cases, probably not. With a shadow question, don't analyze, is this true or accurate? Ask yourself, does a part of me believe so? So send it. It's like a probe you're sending into your subconscious, trying to dig up that information. What you don't know, you don't know.
They told you to chase the light. But what if that's the trap? Every time you avoid your shadows, you give them more power. The parts you hide control you. But when you stop running and face what you fear, you break free. Your darkness isn't your enemy, it's the key to your light. What if your greatest illusion is believing you are the one living your life? There is a silent witness inside you. It sees your thoughts, your emotions, but it never interferes. It simply observes. That is consciousness. But the ego, it hates just watching. It wants to act, to control, to be seen, to be someone. And every time you pause and simply watch, you break the illusion. You are never the one acting. You are the one watching.
You feel it, don't you? That strange sense that this isn't your only life. You remember things that never happened. People who feel familiar, but shouldn't. You're not crazy. Your mind's just slipping through timelines. Every choice you made created another you, and sometimes they bleed together. This isn't deja vu. It's proof you've never lived in just one reality.
They gave you a name, so you'd forget who you really are. Your pure consciousness has no name, no identity. That's why the system fears it. Because if you remember, you become ungovernable. Beyond names and labels, you find the freedom they hide from you. What if chasing your best self is the biggest trap? They told you to be someone, to stand out, to matter. But every version you chase isn't you. It's a costume, worn to please a system that profits from your doubt. The more you try to become, the more you forget who you already are. You were never meant to be someone. You were meant to remember yourself. That is the glitch they fear. Did you know? Your ego needs you to believe you are it. It whispers you're the anger, the fear, the pride. It thrives when you forget you're the observer. Because if you see it as just thoughts, you're free. Break free from its control. What if your mind was a secret battlefield and you didn't even know? Inside you, yin and yang fight for control. Your light side wants peace. Your dark side craves power. Most people think they must destroy the dark, but true balance means accepting both. Once you embrace this inner war, you unlock a power. What if the voice in your head isn't really you? Every day it speaks, but who's behind it? The ego copies your voice. It doubts, judges, compares. It wants control. But the real voice is different. It's silent, clear, and free. One voice keeps you trapped. The other sets you free. If it's loud, it's the ego. If it's quiet, You've just met your true self. Listen closely. It was always there, waiting for you. What if needing to be right is the Matrix's favorite trap? Every time you argue to win, it's not you speaking. It's the ego. The ego feeds on conflict. It needs validation, not truth. So the Matrix gives you opinions to protect, and you call them identity. But the more right you try to be, the more trapped you become. Real freedom starts when you stop needing to win. You just see, and that breaks the loop.